Right, so I just got done making this video like maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. And then I realized when I was trying to record the podcast as well that it wasn't really picking up because I didn't have my mic volume up. So I had to re-record the podcast as well as this video because after I did the podcast, I had streamlined it so much that I just read it verbatim from my notebook that I have right here. And it was only a 7 minute podcast. So I figured why not just do that same thing with the video. So since the other video was kind of all over the place, a little long, kind of ranty or whatnot, I'm finna cliff notes it for y'all and just read it verbatim from my notebook, everything that I have written. So again, the topic is to sell or not to sell at a swap meet. So welcome back, Royalty 43 family, to the Royalty 43 RR43 YouTube channel, aka podcast, aka you get what I'm saying. If you hear me say R43, it's shorthand for Royalty 43. So today's topic at hand is to sell or not to sell at a swap meet. If you don't know what a swap meet is, it is a gathering at which enthusiasts or collectors trade or exchange items for common interests. Today, however, most swap meets, merchandise is sold instead of traded, and the term is used interchangeably between flea market or with flea market. When most people hear, or at least when I do, because I don't speak for everybody else or all people, I speak for myself and myself only. The word swap meet or flea market, I think cheap, knockoff, or once in a lifetime finds. And that's from a customer standpoint. But from a business standpoint, or at least mine, it may or may not mean easy, quick money. For me, it wasn't. The swap meet that I was part of did not yield me any money made, but instead money lost. The reason I lost money was because I paid for my spot for every day, and my spot was different price. It was differently priced every day. It was retarded prices for it. And then to me, the bigger reason why I lost out on money was because I didn't think about the type of customer that shop swap meets or flea markets. The people or persons, myself included, that shop swap meets or flea markets are usually looking for a good deal. And by a good deal, I mean possibly getting a new, if possible, or something similar to something you've seen in the store at a really, really low or cheap price. Pretty much people, and again, including myself, go to swap meets because it's a bargain. Now that I've said all of that, would it benefit or not benefit you to sell at a swap meet? I do believe it can or will. I say this after learning the hard way, thinking of just not only from a business perspective, but also from a customer's perspective as well, that one could possibly make money at a swap meet or flea market. Here I have a couple of ideas or ways listed as to how one could profit from a flea market or swap meet sales. One, first thing, is getting rid of old inventory. For me, old inventory is something that hasn't moved in 6 months to a year or more. It's time to do like Elsa and let it go. And possibly never make that product again because it's been 6 months or a year or longer and you haven't sold it and it's just taking up space and not moving your business forward. And it's possibly been paid a few times over by other products that you've made or sold. So when I say that, and this is kind of going a little off my script a little bit, but whenever I say that, I mean that again, I'm gonna use my fabric for example, the fabric that's come with me from Japan. I'm pretty sure I've made, because I purchased fabric, out here in the States. Again, I hadn't made anything with the fabric from Japan yet, but the stuff that I've made from the fabric out here stateside has already probably repaid, and made money for that particular fabric that I got from Japan about 8 years ago. So if I were to make something with that fabric that I had in Japan now and sold it for like $2 or $3, I would make nothing but profit on that because things that I've already sold in my business have paid, if not repaid, several times over for that particular product or fabric or whatnot. So I'll still be making profit because it's already been paid off, paid for, and then some. If you get what I'm saying. If you don't, leave a comment and try and explain it the best way you could think about explaining that. Anyway, so my second thing is you can make a swap meet or flea market line. It's kind of like how you have Tommy Hilfiger has a line that's in Macy's that's high quality, high end, and then he has the ones that are at the outdoor markets that I can't remember the name of what they're called, but they're the outlet malls. They have an outlet mall brand as well, where it's still the name brand and stuff, and sometimes it may be last season's items, or it could be a whole new line that's just for outlet malls, but it's cheaper quality material than they would use at the one like their lines that are in Macy's or Zach's or wherever else. So, you can also do that yourself. So you can make a swap meet or flea market line. It's a line of products that you can make under $5 and should be able to sell for 10. And if you can go lower, okay, cool. If you can still put the quality in your product, even if it's just $5, that's even better. Remember that even though it's cheap, is a cheaper line or a discounted line, because I don't want to say cheaper. If it's a discounted line, still remember it's your business and it has your business name attached to it. So the third thing is you can use a swap meet or flea market as a test market for new items. If you sell the test items, try it at different price ranges to see how they would sell at that particular price. You could just set up your booth with new items and ask people who pass by or stop at your booth and get their opinion on your new products. If you want to, you can have a roll of tickets and ask them to vote. So have a bucket, tell them to put the ticket in front of whichever product they would want to buy or would like to get from you. I haven't done that particular method myself, but I have tried something similar to that. And all I did was I made some of the items and I put them out on my table. I only made about maybe, I want to say 5 to 6, no more than 7. And they sold and they actually did better than I had expected. It was my little bling shoes that I had did. I sold those for $10 a pair, and I blinged out the tips of the shoes, kind of like Converse, but they were a discounted version of Converse, should I say. And I also did travel pillows. I didn't think my travel pillows were going to sell because I was selling the pillowcase by itself for so much money, and then I was selling the actual travel pillow, which is a little baby pillow, and the pillowcase that goes with it for about $12, $13, depending on if it was a sports theme or if it was just a character or if it was just some plain fabric, depending on, how much, because I was trying to recoup for not only my fabric, but for my pillows. So I sold those. I put a few of them out there and I actually ended up selling out all of them. And so I was very pleasantly surprised that they actually sold. So I'll probably do a couple more of those, but I just won't be going all in. So that's the only thing. The 3 things that I could think of at the time. If you have any other ideas or any other ways that people can sell items at a swap meet with quality, still quality, because again, I'm going to continue to preach quality. Please comment down below. Let us know. And other than that, hopefully I helped someone out who may have thought about selling at a swap meet or flea market, or who may already have sold at a swap meet or flea market and did or didn't do too good. Anyway, y'all have a blessed and wonderful day and keep it royalty. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.